Today we're going to learn how to calculate the area of a figure that is not a simple rectangle. First, draw a line to create two separate rectangles. At this point, it may help you to shade in the two rectangles in different colors so you can see what you're working with. Now that we have two rectangles, we can calculate the area as we normally would by multiplying the length times the width of each of the rectangles. You can see that I have labeled the length and width of the pink rectangle with 5 units for the length and 3 units for the width. I can now multiply 3 times 5 and find that the area of the pink rectangle is 15 square units. Now I'll do the same for the blue rectangle, labeling the length as 3 and the width as 2 units. Once again, I'll multiply the length times the width for the blue rectangle and find that the area of the blue rectangle is 6 square units. Now that I've found the area of both of the parts of my original figure, I can add these two numbers together to find the total area of the figure. Since 15 plus 6 equals 21, the total area equals 21 square units. Now it's your turn. Work with your partner to calculate the area of this figure. Are you ready to check your work? To find the area of this figure, you should have started by dividing the figure into two smaller rectangles. You could have chosen to divide the figure this way, creating a smaller rectangle on the top and a larger rectangle across the bottom. Or you could have divided the figure here. If you divided your figure this way, you will have found that your larger rectangle on the bottom has an area of 12 square units, and your smaller rectangle on the top has an area of 6 square units. If you divided your figure this way, you should have found that the rectangle on the left has an area of 8 square units, and the rectangle on the right has an area of 10 square units. Either way, when you put the areas of the two smaller rectangles together, you should have found that the total area of the figure is 18 square units. So, did you get it right? If you did, give your partner a high five.